Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the June 8th City Council meeting. With this crowd, I am tempted to ask for an offering first, but instead I will ask Pastor Hopkins to please come forward and lead us in the invocation. I'd ask you to stand, please, and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you. Thank you, Pastor.
Let's bow our heads. Lord, I want to thank you, Lord, for every household that is represented in here today, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for every council member. Thank you, Lord, for every first-time responder. Thank you, Lord, for everyone that is here, Lord, that serves their community. Lord, we thank you, Lord, for community, Lord, that honors you first, Lord. I pray, Lord, that every decision made here today is unto God and not unto man, God. Lord, I pray that, Lord, that this community, Lord, is one. Lord, that they are in unity, God. Because you said in your word, God, that's where you command the blessing. So we just thank you, Lord, for you being allowed, Lord, to be first in here, God, and that you are honored and your blessings upon your people, God. We thank you for these things. In your name, Jesus, we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Pastor. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all. You may be seated. May I have the roll call, please?
Mayor Bartlett. Here. Excuse me. Mayor Bartlett.
Here.
Council President Wroblewski.
Here.
Councilmember Bier.
Here.
Councilmember Goodson.
Here.
Councilmember McKay.
Here.
Councilmember Lessman.
Here.
Councilmember White.
Here.
Councilmember Jackson.
Here.
Thank you. We have a quorum, and we will begin by asking if there are any amendments to the agenda.
There is one amendment to the agenda this evening, removing planning item C, which was an application for a railway grant, and that will be moved to the June 22nd agenda.
Okay, that was under planning item C. Thank you. Any others? No others? Okay, very good. Thank you. Next up, we have approval of minutes, and the first is our regular meeting from May 26th.
Move to approve.
Second. I have a motion from Mr. Goodson and a second from Mrs. Lessman.
Mr. Bier.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mr. Bier and a second from Mrs. Lessman. Any comments or questions? May I have the vote, please?
Councilmember Bier.
Aye.
Councilmember Lessman.
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Goodson.
Aye.
Councilmember McKay.
Aye.
Councilmember White.
Aye.
Councilmember Jackson.
Aye.
Thank you. The minutes are accepted as written. Now we have the work session minutes from May 20th.
Motion to approve. Second.
I have a motion from Mr. Goodson and a second from Mr. Jackson. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, may I have the vote, please?
Councilmember Goodson.
Aye.
Councilmember Jackson.
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Bier.
Aye.
Councilmember McKay.
Aye.
Councilmember Lessman.
Aye.
Councilmember White.
Aye.
Thank you. The minutes are accepted as written. And now we will have presentations and awards. And first up is to the Honorable Dr. Ed Nichols. And Mayor Bartlett will be presenting Dr. Nichols with our city coin. And we want to thank him so much.
Okay, I'm going to turn this around here. We have two presentations tonight, and I'd like to ask Dr. Nichols to stand next to me and face you. It is my honor to present our city coin in appreciation for your 6 years of service as superintendent for Madison City Schools and your 37 and a half years in public education, teaching and mentoring all students for success. Dr. Nichols took over in Madison City Schools at one of the most challenging moments in the history of our school system. He applied during the beginning of COVID, and he was able to ably steer the ship and lead Madison City Schools to new success, managing growth, managing a wonderful school system that reached new heights under your tenure. Dr. Nichols, we appreciate you so much. And thank you on behalf of our entire city.
Thank you so much.
Mayor Bartlett asked me if I wanted to say anything. I said, you know better than to do that. I'll be very brief and just say how blessed our family has been to make Madison our home. I think I've been blessed that God has always led my pathway since I started teaching 40 years ago, and certainly was a blessing to come to Madison and become part of this community of which we've grown to know and to love and plan to stay here. As the city has, we've planted our roots here, and our tree is here. And I certainly would be remiss not to thank my wife, who has allowed me to spend countless hours at every ball game, PTA meeting, and elementary singing concert, and has gone with me to those, and also to our board, both the board that came here. Mayor Bartlett was the president of that board, and I tell her all the time, one of the greatest days of my life was to move to this great community and to plant our roots here. And to our current board and those other board members who have supported me and helped us. Anything that's happened great in those 6 years is for the men and women of our school district, the bus drivers, the cafeteria workers, those that get up early in the mornings and make sure buildings are warm, teachers and administrators that serve our kids every day. Great things happen because they get up every day and give their all to the young people in this community and to the parents who send us great kids. We certainly appreciate that. And then I want to especially thank Mrs. Letitia King, who has been the administrative assistant to every superintendent in the history of this school district for 27 and a half years. She is the rock right outside my door. And to Mr. Eric Terrell, who has been next to me along the way through many great challenges and great triumphs, and is someone that I certainly have grown to know and to love as we've worked together. So thank you to the City Council for their support, both past and present. Mayor Finley, through many weather days, we talked on trying to decide what to do, and then Mayor Bartlett for your guidance and leadership. It certainly is a privilege, and I will miss some of the day-to-day. Won't miss weather. Trust me on that. Great to be in this community. God bless all of you. Thank you.
Thank you again. Thank you so much, Dr. Nichols. And now we would like to make a presentation to our wonderful City Executive Assistant, Ms. Kim Lindsey, who has served for the City of Madison. I'll let Mayor Bartlett do the introductions, but would like to invite Kim Lindsey and her husband and her family to come forward, please.
Well, it is rare to get to present a city coin. It is even more rare to get to present two in one evening. And tonight, it is my honor to present to Kim Lindsey in grateful appreciation for 35 years of dedicated service with the mayor's office and generous contributions to our community for positively impacting the city of Madison. And joining me at this time, I would like to invite former Mayor Jan Wells, Mayor Sandy Kirkendall, Mayor Troy Trulock, and Mayor Paul Finley to come forward to stand beside me as we present Kim Lindsey with this city coin. I am going to ask each mayor to speak a few moments. Kim has asked not to speak this evening, and so we're going to take turns sharing our deep appreciation for you. Let's begin with Mayor Wells.
Hi. Thank you. This was unexpected. I would plan to just sit quietly. Lots of emotions coming back into this room at this point. Some of you heard me say earlier, I actually met Kim's husband first. We moved here from California in 1986, and Earl kindly gave me my welcome to Madison first speeding ticket. I will always remember him. And I believe he gave me my second one, too. And honestly, what was to happen on Celtic Road? And my goodness, a slow rabbit was the only thing that was in danger. But at any rate, I was delighted when I arrived in City Hall to have Kim Lindsey help get me through the 4 years I was here. She is a treasure, and everybody will miss her. If she had bad days, she didn't share them. And Kim is intensely loyal to everyone who serves in that office. She's a special person. She has a wonderful family who I know is going to enjoy having her home during the day, or at least if they can find her, no telling where she may be. So, Kim, congratulations, and I wish you the very best.
I transitioned into the mayor's office from the NASA Propulsion Research Lab, and I wasn't sure what I was going to find. And what I found was Kim. And what I discovered right up front is that she was absolutely dependable, absolutely trustworthy, and always had a good, firm hand on everything that was going on. I don't know how many of you folks remember the TV show MASH. And Radar O'Reilly, who was always ahead of the colonel, that was Kim. She was always one step ahead of all the chaos. I remember one day particularly when we had a gentleman from Bradford Farms who called who was very upset because the median in Bradford Farms had not been mowed. And a few minutes after that, Senator Jeff Sessions called to tell us what a great job we had done in supporting the Base Realignment and Closure Commission. And not too long after that, there was an email from a very upset woman in Colorado Springs whose husband was being transferred to Huntsville. And she was absolutely freaked out because there might be roaches here. And Kim never got flustered or upset with any of this and kept a firm hand on the steering wheel and kept the mayor's office functioning. And I'm sure I speak for all 5 mayors here in wishing Kim the very best in retirement and great hopes for enjoying your new leisure time. Thanks.
One of the blessings I have is having a mama that is 90 years old, and she's down here with me this week. My mom was an executive secretary, and growing up, my daddy always said, tell the truth, you never have to remember what you said. But my mom told me, respect the gatekeeper. They can get you in, but I guarantee you they can keep you out. This one here, I say lived that, but there is no one more professional that I've dealt with that took care of us as mayors as Kim Lindsey. We always could count on her to do the hard things. A lot of times we don't want to make that phone call back. Kim never checked up. If it needed to be done to take care of this office, she did it. I can tell you when Sandy said he transitioned in from the Planning Commission, I transitioned in from thinking I knew about City Hall to not having a clue. And thank goodness she did. And so in my 13 years where I had the honor of having her support us in the mayor's office, I treasure that time. And I can tell you guys, there is nothing that she cares more about than you all. And I know your other cousin. It's a special time for you. I know how much this means to you, and I'm so happy that you get to go enjoy yourself now. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow, what to say about Miss Kim. So 35 years with our city, 34 years actually in the mayor's office. So think about that. The pressure of the mayor's office, multiple different personalities, and you handled them all with finesse, all with beauty. You kept everybody on track. After I came in, I asked Kim, normally mayors have a deputy mayor. And I said, well, Kim, you've been around long enough. Do I need a deputy mayor? She said, I can handle it. So we did it together. That's how talented she is. The two of us did it together. So my normal daily routine was I'd come racing in the office, She'd be there, had all the information ready to go. She'd say, you got this meeting at this time, that meeting at this time, you got to call that person, you got to solve this problem. By the way, you got to read all these documents and sign them. And then she'd say, in 5 minutes, you got to be out the door to the next meeting. I'd say, thank you, Kim, I'm moving. So you kept me straight the entire time. You kept all of us straight the entire time. Our city is better because of what you did for us. So thank you for 35 years of service to our city.
I want to thank each of our former mayors who were able to make it here tonight to honor Kim. Each one of them told me that she was the most trustworthy person in the mayor's office, and I have seen that come to light. I am so lucky that you decided to hang on for a few more months so that I could be blessed to get to know you, to work with you, and to be guided by you. Thank you, Kim. You have been a blessing, and we honor you.
Thank you all so much. At this time, I would like to invite Chief Gandy to come forward, please, as he has 2 presentations to make in honor of Captain Terrell Cook.
All right, we're here tonight for a little bit of sadness and a whole lot of joy. The sadness is the retirement of Captain Cook. Come on up. Captain Terrell Cook started with the Madison Police Department back in 1999. He graduated from the Citadel and for some reason decided to come grace us, which I'm glad he did, because Captain Cook has attributed and contributed so much to this police department since he's been here. He worked various assignments throughout his career as a patrol officer and a field training officer, was promoted to sergeant, where once again he supervised various different units, and he left an impact along the way. He then made lieutenant, which worked his way into the more administrative part of the job, and I believe it was there where he met his mentor, unfortunately, Wayne Camus, who's no longer with us. And he, under Wayne Camus's mentorship, I believe he learned much more about the administrative side of the job, so much so that Captain Cook was able to get us accredited through the Commission for Accreditation for Law Enforcement Agencies, otherwise known as CALEA. Less than 5% of police departments across the entire country are CALEA accredited, and thanks to the work of Captain Cook, we are one of those less than 5%, less than 1% in the state of Alabama. Through Captain Cook's work with CALEA, not only did we get our initial accreditation, but every 4 years we have to be reaccredited by CALEA, and during our first reaccreditation, we actually made it through with a perfect score, which is almost unheard of. And again, a tribute to Captain Cook. So after 27 years of serving with the Madison Police Department with distinction, Terrell, we're going to miss you. And congratulations. Thank you, sir. In addition to that, before you leave, we're going to present you with something known as the Public Service Medal. This is a medal that's earned by members of the police department that have served 20 years or more with good conduct and distinction. And if you'll notice, the fabric on here is red, white, and blue. We have a red medal known as the Silver Star for gallantry and bravery under fire. We have a white medal known as the Medal of Merit for meritorious service. We have a blue medal for valor in the face of danger. The Public Service Medal has these three colors, not by mistake, but because during someone serving 27 years with distinction, as Captain Cook has, they have shown some type of meritorious service, some type of valor, and some type of bravery. There's no way you get through 27 years of police service without showing that somewhere along the way. Because of that, Terrell, we're presenting you the Public Service Medal.
Thank you, sir.
Captain Cook, would you like to say a few words? Want to give you the opportunity, and thank you so much.
I'll keep it brief. Thanks everybody for coming out. There's a lot of folks that have served very honorably here tonight that are retiring. I've enjoyed every minute of my career here. I would do it again if I could. I probably would have done this job for free if they would have let me. It's a calling. I know the police officers and the firefighters here in the room agree with me on that. It's not something that we do for the salary or for the awards or anything like that. It's a calling. It's something we do for you guys and for the citizens and to keep people safe. So thank you all for everything.
Thank you so much, Captain Cook.
Now for the joy part. One of the hardest decisions a police chief has to make is when it comes to promotion time. Every January, we promote for the ranks of captain, lieutenant, and sergeant, whether we have openings or not, because we never know when openings are going to come up during a particular year. This year is a great example of that. We did have an unexpected exit with Captain Cook, but we also had several unexpected exits with some of our other supervisors. As a result, we were able to promote 2 new sergeants this year, a lieutenant and a captain. So starting off, where's Justin? Go on up. Justin Walker began his law enforcement career at the University of North Alabama in 2019. He then saw the light and made his way over to Madison. He transferred to the Madison Police Department in 2021. He's previously served as a crisis intervention team officer, a field training officer, a crime scene investigator, and is currently a member of the Madison Police Honor Guard. He previously served in the United States Army as an engineer. He's accompanied by his wife, Emily. Justin is being promoted to the rank of sergeant from the investigative division. As a tradition, we always have someone that we pick, either a family member, a close friend, or somebody significant to us, to pin on our badge. Jeremy McKinney. Jeremy began his law enforcement career in 2011. He served in a variety of specialized roles to include crime prevention specialist. He's a master patrol officer. He was a field training officer, and he spent 10 years mentoring and developing new officers. Sergeant McKinney currently serves on the hostage negotiation team and previously served on the crisis intervention team before transitioning to the role of community mental health officer. Throughout his career, Sergeant McKinney has demonstrated a strong commitment to public safety, community engagement, crisis intervention, and he exudes professional excellence. Russell Owens. Russell Owens has served in law enforcement with the Madison Police Department since 2006, dedicating nearly 2 decades to protecting and serving his community with professionalism, integrity, and leadership. Throughout his distinguished career, Lieutenant Owens has held a variety of specialized assignments and leadership roles to include field training officer, honor guard member, traffic unit officer, street crimes investigator, and spent several years as a STAC agent with the Drug Task Force here in Northern Alabama. He is a RAD defensive tactics instructor for our citizens and is assistant team leader on SWAT. He served as a criminal detective and finally as a patrol sergeant before being promoted to lieutenant. His diverse experience has provided him with extensive experience and expertise in patrol operations, criminal investigations, officer development, community engagement, and public safety leadership. And he's been a true mentor to our young officers. Lieutenant Owens' commitment to excellence has been recognized throughout his career. In 2008, 2016, and 2021, he was honored as Officer of the Year on 3 separate occasions for his outstanding performance, dedication, and service to his community. In addition, he has received the Meritorious Service and Life-Saving Awards for acts that exemplify his courage, quick thinking, and selfless service. Notably, in 2021, he was recognized for saving the life of a fellow officer during a critical incident. His career has been marked by numerous letters of accommodation, recognition, and appreciation from citizens, community organizations, and department leadership. Lieutenant Owens continues to serve as a respected member of the law enforcement community, and he's dedicated to professionalism and making a positive impact on both the department and the community he serves. He's passed on his dedication of service to his son, Jet, who is currently serving in the United States Air Force and is currently stationed at Keesler Air Force Base. I'm sure he found it the way I left it when I left the Air Force there. He's joined today by his father and mother, Ron and Debbie Owens, and his girlfriend, Katie. So far as you can see, I told you this was a tough choice every time it comes to making selections for promotion, but it was actually pretty easy this year with the outstanding candidates that we had, none more so than Captain Tanner Ward. Tanner began his Madison Police Department career in 2011. He became a member of the SWAT team in 2013 and is currently the team leader. He was promoted to corporal in 2014, and he served on the street crimes unit and in the investigative division. He was promoted to sergeant in 2019, where he served in patrol and was then transferred to special operations in the training division. While serving in special operations, he was then promoted to lieutenant in 2024. Tanner also received his Juris Doctorate degree from Birmingham School of Law, and he passed the bar in 2025. Tanner is married to his wife, Alexa Ward, and they have 2 children, Desmond and Declan. His mother is Fran Ward. Depending on his badge is his brother, Chase, who is not only a captain with American Airlines, but also is a Warrant Officer 4 with the National Guard. That concludes things for us, but I think, as you can see, you guys can feel safe knowing that we have some outstanding members of our police department, especially with the supervision that we have now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chief Gandy. I'd like to invite Chief Williams to come forward, please. She has some awards to give as well.
Good evening. Tonight, we have 3 different Lifesave Awards to give out for 3 different calls, and ironically, all 3 occurred in the month of March. So month of March was a very busy month for us. If the first group would come up. So the first group, all of the awards are going to be a Star of Life Award. The Star of Life is awarded to someone who is successful in saving a life while medical interventions are being performed, also defined as someone who survives and is discharged from the hospital. On March 10th, members from the Madison Fire and Rescue, as well as HIMSI, responded to a patient lying on the floor and complaining of chest pain. The crew got a full set of vitals, placed the patient on the cardiac monitor, and began to give the patient cardiac medications before loading them to the stretcher. While the patient was being moved from the house to the ambulance, they had a seizure and went into cardiac arrest. Captain Richardson began CPR, firefighter Barnes secured an airway and began ventilations, and driver Nowakowski placed the defibrillator pads and our Lucas CPR device on the patient. Driver Nowakowski recognized that the patient was in ventricular fibrillation and instructed a HIMSI crew member to defibrillate the patient with our cardiac monitor. The patient's airway was secured with an eye gel by firefighter Chris Barnes, and a HIMSI crew member continued bag valve mask ventilations while life-saving cardiac medications were assembled and administered. After 2 minutes of CPR, the patient was still in ventricular fibrillation, and a second shock was delivered. A total of 4 shocks were delivered during transport, and just prior to arriving at Madison Hospital, the patient was in normal heart rhythm and later was discharged from the hospital. So tonight, for the Star of Life, we have Captain Eddie Richardson, driver Cody Nowakowski, firefighter Chris Barnes, EMT Logan Sims, and EMT Logan Sizemore. Congratulations, y'all, and thank y'all. All right, would the second group join me? The second group is also a Star of Life Award, and this is for a cardiac arrest that occurred on March 27th. Members from Madison Fire and Rescue, as well as HIMSI, responded to a patient complaining of facial numbness. The patient was alert and oriented, and during their patient assessment, the patient began to complain of chest pain. The patient was placed on the cardiac monitor, and a 12 lead was obtained where they noticed a normal sinus rhythm with ST elevation, consistent with an acute anterior lateral myocardial infarction, which is a heart attack. Shortly after obtaining the 12 lead and continuing patient care, the patient complained of dizziness, went unresponsive, and into cardiac arrest. Firefighter Matthew Fettner began CPR while the defibrillation pads were placed on the patient and revealed the patient was in ventricular fibrillation. Driver Tyler Drew and HIMSI personnel defibrillated the patient, and shortly after that, the patient became responsive and confused. An IV was established and cardiac medications were administered during transport to Huntsville Hospital. The patient was alert and oriented when transferred to Huntsville staff and later discharged from the hospital with a pacemaker and is doing well. So something to point out on both of these calls is the patient coded in front of the first responders. That happens, but it does not happen that often. That was twice in the month of March. Usually they've already coded before we got there. So that's just some little fact to point out. So for Star of Life, we have driver Tyler Drew and firefighter Matthew Fettner. And then HIMSI EMT Leslie Brooks Smith could not be here tonight. Congratulations. All right, if the last group wants to join me. This next award is not something that we do very often, so this one was is a Maltese Cross Award. Maltese Cross may be awarded to anyone who is successful in saving a life during fire, rescue, or other emergency mitigation operations. A successful life save is defined as someone who survives an event and is discharged from the hospital. Those receiving this award are not eligible for the Medal of Valor. Unit citation will also be given out, and it's awarded to someone who acts as part of the crew or team that provides alternative support outside to those actively engaged in saving a life during a fire, rescue, or other medical emergency. On March 31st, Madison Fire and Rescue crews were dispatched to the report of a house fire with entrapment. A child caller called 911 and stated their home was on fire and that their dad was bedbound and trapped in the house. The child caller was told by their father to get out of the house and take their smaller sibling with him. When units from Station 2 arrived, they arrived to a single-story home with smoke showing. The members from Squad 2, firefighter Adam Greenlee and firefighter Chris Weiss, were familiar with this address and location of the victim from previous medical calls and immediately entered the home ahead of the first attack line to locate the victim. While this was going on, driver Jonah Cowan stretched the first attack line and Captain Jonathan Chapman entered the home with the attack line and found an active fire in the kitchen and began to extinguish it. When Squad 2's crew confirmed the victim's location, they requested additional manpower to assist them with removing the victim from the home. Firefighter Brett Dannemiller and firefighter Drake Gavkas were assigned to assist them, and together the 4 firefighters removed the bedbound victim from the house and outside, where patient care was begun by other Madison Fire and Rescue crew members. While all this was going on, members worked to establish water supply, ventilate the structure, and rescued several dogs and one bearded dragon lizard. So for the Maltese Cross Award tonight, we have firefighter Brett Dannemiller, firefighter Drake Gavkas, firefighter Adam Greenlee, firefighter Chris Weiss. For unit citation, we have firefighter Austin Anderson, who is not here tonight, driver Jonah Cowan, who is also not here, Captain Scott Adams, Captain Jonathan Chapman, firefighter Connor Kogler, driver Jay McGough, who is not here tonight, driver Jeremiah Johnson, driver Sam Yates, who is not here tonight, Captain Stephen Long, Captain Stephen Chop, and firefighter Matthew Fettner. Again, this is not an award that we give out very often. I think this is the second one that I know of in the award history for rescuing a trapped victim from a house fire. So this is an honor to be able to give this award out tonight. Join me in congratulating everyone.
Please join me in thanking them one more time for their heroism. Thank you all so much. This time we will move into public comments. We have a system where if you sign up first and fill out a card, you can go first. Public comments are limited to 3 minutes. And I would ask that you direct your comments to me and say your name and what district you live in. If you're not sure which district you live in, please just say the area. And at this time, I'll invite Mr. Matthews, Rod Matthews, to come forward to speak first as he filled out a card. Thank you, Mr. Matthews.
Thank you. Good evening, Mayor Bartlett, council members, and what was the captive audience? Everybody in Madison was
They're
here,
still
so.
listening, sorry.
But anyway, my name is Rod Matthews. I'm District 3. Billy Goodson is my representative, and I'm thankful to be here. I'm here to bring attention to a survey. I'm the chairperson for our Economic Vitality Committee in our Main Street Madison, and we're launching a survey tonight. The survey actually is going to commence tomorrow officially, and it's going to go through June 23rd. The purpose of the survey will be quite simple. We just want to get the pulse of the people. Now, we all have opinions, you know, the city officials have opinions, business leaders have opinions, but the opinions that really count are the opinions of the people. So that's what the purpose of this survey is. What type of retail would you like to see downtown? What dining options are currently missing? What entertainment and family-friendly activities would attract you more often? What improvements would you make downtown, and a destination rather than simply a place to stop along the way. These answers will provide valuable data, not assumptions, not anecdotes, but measurable community input. Now, what I'm asking for from the council, I would like you to just kind of amplify what we're doing in regards to this survey. So I appreciate your support. I appreciate everybody just filling out the survey. We have some pamphlets outside, and we have some more information on the table that you can learn more about the survey. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Matthews. And this is what the survey looks like, and it's on the table outside. There are several copies. Would encourage you to grab one and fill them out and let Main Street know what your hearts and desires are. Is there anyone else who would like to address council during public comments? Okay, seeing none, we will close public comments and move into the consent agenda and finance committee report. Mr. Bier.
Okay, well, thank you. So we've got a couple donations acceptance tonight. We've got a $2,500 grant from the Citizen Trust for the for Madison's portion for the 250-year celebration for our country. We've also got acceptance of a $350 donation for the Safe Haven baby boxes from Columbus Ladies Auxiliary. And then finally, we have a donation from Commissioner Steve Haraway in the amount of $40,000 for replacing a fire hose. So we certainly appreciate all of the support from Commissioner Haraway here and in the past. Other than that, Finance Committee got the AP reports that we reviewed. And with that, I move to accept the consent agenda.
Second.
I have a motion from Mr. Bier and a second from Mr. Goodson. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, may I have the vote, please?
Councilmember Bier,
Aye.
Councilmember Goodson,
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski,
Aye.
Councilmember McKay,
Aye.
Councilmember Lessman,
Aye.
Councilmember White,
Aye.
Councilmember Jackson.
Aye.
Thank you. The consent agenda and finance committee report are accepted. Now we'll move into presentations and reports, and we'll begin with Mayor Bartlett.
Thank you. Well, congratulations to everyone this evening with the promotions and the awards for saving lives. We certainly enjoyed having such a full council chambers to celebrate all of them, and retirements for Kim and Dr. Nichols. This week is Armed Forces Week. We began with a proclamation this morning in downtown Huntsville that was signed by Mayor Battle, myself, and Chairman Vaughn, declaring this week as Armed Forces Week. We're going to have a softball game Wednesday. I think the rain is going to move out at Toyota Field, and the first 500 attendees can get a hot dog, and so that's worth showing up for. A number of us were able to attend a soft opening of Chop House, but today in town Madison, Chop House is open for business, and I highly recommend stopping by. I'd like to thank the Community Foundation, which awarded the mayor's office a grant for the Mayor's Youth Council that will start this fall. In addition to that, I wanted to thank Amanda Jarrett, who wrote the grant application for that. They told us that the words that she used in explaining what this was all about, there was even a mic drop moment, they said, on the last sentence of the application, and all credit goes to Amanda. And you also accepted a grant for the Citizenship Trust, and that's an America 250 grant. That was also completed by Amanda Jarrett. So get ready. She's writing grant applications every week, and she's having great success. So thank you, Amanda. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Mayor. District 2.
Okay, a couple announcements this week. Rod beat me to the punch. I wanted to make sure one of my liaison jobs is the Main Street Madison group, and it's unreal what Main Street has been doing out in downtown Madison, so I would encourage everyone to participate in the survey. You can find it on Facebook if you go to Main Street Facebook page, or you can also go to mainstreetmadison.org, and you can find the survey there. So again, the more participation, the better. Certainly ask all of council to help share that out, see if we keep getting the word out to get some more participation in that, which officially launches tomorrow, but it'll be up tonight, that's what I understand. Also want to mention Rotary of Madison had an event, our Parrots event. I say our because I'm in that group. We actually had a couch potato race. If you don't know what a couch potato race is, it's literally pushing a couch up the street. You put casters on it. I will give a big shout out to Madison Utilities, who built this unreal couch with some crazy engineering and some young guys that pushed pretty hard. Our Parks and Rec also built a couch, came in a strong second place. And we had a third team from James Clemens High School. The event itself was hosted in Home Place Park. It was an incredible community event. We had games out there and food from Main Street Madison, as well as Old Black Bear. So look for that event. In future years, there were some amazing baskets that were giveaways, and you could win tickets through that. So more and more things happening in downtown. Rotary Madison, through their sponsorships and tickets that night, raised over $40,000 that helped support all the various programs, including the Employee of the Year program that they do for the city. Also want to give a shout out, and I know he left, but Dr. Nichols, as we all came on the council, Dr. Nichols was such an asset to somebody that we could get with, learn what the schools need, and I'm excited about his retirement for him, but sad to see him go. Thank the Board of Education for all the many things that they've done. And then a couple quick shout outs. I just took a note. We've got a 27 years from Captain Cook and Kim Lindsey, 35 years. So I always tell people, if you're looking for a way to serve and you don't want to run for office, think about working for the city. The city always is looking for great people, and if you got some amazing skill sets and you want to plug in, then look for job openings that happen. So it's a great way to serve. And then last but not least, Mayor mentioned it, but Chop House, oh man, that is good. So check them out. They're in town Madison. They opened up today. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bier. Mr. Goodson?
I will yield my time tonight.
Okay. No business from Mr. Goodson. Mr. McKay?
Caught me off guard.
I know. There's a first time for everything.
So I do have one thing tonight. I had office hours last week, which I had to reschedule due to a Finance Economic Development meeting. That office hours, they're now going to be on June 24th from 3:30 to 4:30 here at City Hall in CR 130. I reached out to those that usually come, and I'll post this to my Facebook page. But yeah, that's June 24th at 3:30. That's all.
Thank you, sir. Ms. Lessman?
I too ate at Chop House, and it was delicious. I'm so excited to see all these places come to Madison, to include Wellstone, where we celebrated their new Madison location. The Madison campus offers outpatient mental health and substance use services for adults 19 and over. And if you have any other questions, I see their CEO, Jeremy Blair, is out here in the audience. Thanks for coming. So that was a great ribbon cutting there. On June 3rd, we had our Mayor's Small Business Council meeting, and we got to see a presentation from Jen Delicio. Said that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Their executive director. And she was some things coming up for Main Street Madison. Third Thursdays on Main. The next one is June 18th, where you enjoy live music, food trucks, local vendors, and then, as they mentioned about the survey that's coming out tonight, and I believe it'll be on their website tomorrow, so you can look at that. And then also for the third Thursdays on Main, vendor applications and more information on that is on mainstreetmadison.org. So thank you again, Jen, for coming and presenting to the Business Council. And then I also got a special the privilege of speaking to the Disabled American Veteran Association, the Huntsville chapter 26 in Huntsville. They had their annual convention, and it was hosted at the Marriott in Huntsville. And I got to, I'd like to thank Audrey Ransom for inviting me to the Women's Empowerment Luncheon. They advocate for women veterans or veterans and ensuring they get all their benefits. And I thought it was really neat. I got to meet someone that had served in the WAC. It was the Women Army Corps, which ended in 1978. And so those were some of the ladies I got to meet there. So it was really touching, and I appreciated going to that. So thank you. Upcoming events. July 8th with the Madison Chamber. Registration is open for Coffee and Commerce. And that's, again, with the Chamber. You can look on their website to find out more information. It's free to members, and if you're not a member, it's $25. And then go ahead and save the date for Madison Chamber's Back to School Breakfast, August 25th. That'll be here before we know it, but just mark your calendar. More information will be coming out on that later. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Lessman. Mrs. White?
Yes, I have a few items. So first, this upcoming Thursday, the National Child Advocacy Center, they have a free online training. It is called the Stewards of Children Training. So anyone who works with children or just wants to know how to protect children, it's free. It's from 12 to 2:30. It's available. So if you search on Facebook to their page or you go to their website, you'll be able to find it and sign up for it. Also, applications are being accepted for the Madison Street Festival's Community Showcase. They're open until July 15th. So if you know someone who is interested in performing, go to their Facebook page, sign up. There is a link there. The festival is on October 3rd, but those applications cut off on July 15th. So if you're interested, do that. Also, the Madison Senior Center, every Monday, they have genealogy, family history classes. So if you're interested in finding out more about your family history, there are genealogists there who are volunteering their time. It's from 12 to 1 on Mondays. And lastly, one thing that I got to do this past Thursday was go to the Rocket City Cookout with Mayor Bartlett. That was very nice. It's in District 6. It's at Miller Plaza at Beacon Hill. There are several food trucks. They have different food trucks depending on the week, so they vary. So it's a great crowd. There's seating there. There's lighting. They're trying to grow it and just have another space for residents to get together and to bring people, not just in Madison, but from other cities as well. So come on out if you haven't, 5 to 8 every Thursday.
Great.
That's all.
Thank you, Mrs. White. Mr. Jackson.
Yes, so I'll start out with Madison Arts Alliance. They're continuing their Sounds of Summer concert series this Thursday, June 11th, from 7 to 9 p.m. at Home Place Park. And for those who are interested in the first one that was supposed to happen on May 28th, that was rained out, it'll be rescheduled. So check their Facebook page for updates on that. And then second, I wanted to thank Madison Visionary Partners. They're leading a litter cleanup on Saturday, June 20th. From 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And please meet in the parking lot south of Trustmark Bank on County Line Road near the Publix. And we're going to clean up as much as we can of Huntsville Browns Ferry Road and Burgreen Road. And if you go to their website, mvpmadison.org, you can sign up and get more details.
Great. Thank you very much. I just have one announcement. The Madison Library Board will be having their monthly meeting tomorrow at 6:30. Let me know if you'd like to come to that. And that's all I have. So we will move into public hearings, and we do have one tonight.
Good evening. I have one item for your consideration tonight. Resolution number 2026-209-R. This is a request for a restaurant retail liquor license from La Finka Mexican Restaurant, Madison, Inc., doing business as La Finka Mexican Restaurant. For their location at 8994 Madison Boulevard. Everything is in order for this item to be considered.
Thank you. At this time, we'll open the public hearing and see if anyone would like to address council on this subject. Seeing none, we'll close the public hearing and entertain a motion.
Motion to approve?
Second.
I have a motion from Mr. Goodson and a second from Mrs. White. Any comments or questions? I'll just say this is the old Logan's location for reference.
Is there an approximate opening date yet for this restaurant?
Opening date?
I don't have an opening date yet.
No problem.
As soon as I have one, I can let you know.
Thanks.
Again, I had a motion from Mr. Goodson and a second from Mrs. White. May I have the vote, please?
Councilmember Goodson?
Aye.
Councilmember White?
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski?
Aye.
Councilmember Bier?
Aye.
Councilmember McKay?
Aye.
Councilmember Lessman?
Aye.
Councilmember Jackson?
Aye.
Thank you. The resolution passes. Thank you, Ms. Williams. Next, we have building.
I have a proposed ordinance number 2026-210, amending Article 5, Section 8-101, the Code of Ordinances of the City of Madison, Alabama, retaining the issues of certificates of occupancy for the fees.
And this is a first reading, so you'll be back on June 22nd? All right, we look forward to seeing you then. Thank you, sir. Next, we have engineering, please.
Okay, tonight I have resolution number 2026-205R, authorizing amendment number 2 with OHM Advisors for additional wetland services on project number 25-017 Garner Street Extension in the amount of $10,000 to be paid from the engineering department budget.
Move to approve.
Second.
I have a motion from Mrs. Lessman and a second from Mr. Jackson. Any comments or questions? May I have the vote, please?
Councilmember Lessman?
Aye.
Councilmember Jackson?
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski?
Aye.
Councilmember Bier?
Aye.
Councilmember Goodson?
Aye.
Councilmember McKay?
Aye.
Councilmember White?
Aye.
Thank you. The resolution passes. Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Mr. Smith with the Facilities and Grounds.
Good evening. Facilities and Grounds Department has two resolutions for your consideration tonight. First is Resolution 2026-192-R, authorizing professional service agreement with Brown and Odell Partners Architects for provisions of architectural design and construction documents for a new outdoor restroom building at Sunshine Oaks in the amount of $33,860 to be paid from the Facilities and Ground budget.
Move to approve.
Second.
I have a motion for Mr. Jackson and a second for Mrs. White. Any comments or questions?
I did have a question on this one. I remember a few meetings ago, we had canceled the contract and had a small fee on that for a restroom. This is the same location, right? Or is this?
Same location, yes, sir.
And so this is for the drawings. So the actual construction, who would, we don't have a contractor yet, or will we do that in-house?
This is for the drawings
Right.
of the restroom building and the bid package to put that out to bid.
Oh, the bid, okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
we would put that back out for bid?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Any other comments or questions? Okay, I had a motion from Mr. Jackson and a second from Mrs. White. May I have the vote, please?
Councilmember Jackson.
Aye.
Councilmember White.
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Bier.
Aye.
Councilmember Goodson.
Aye.
Councilmember McKay.
Aye.
Councilmember Lessman.
Aye.
Thank you. The resolution passes.
Next, we have Resolution 2026-183-R, approving a percentage-based architectural service agreement with Goodwin Mills K. Wood LLC for the renovation and maintenance of the municipal court complex and city council chambers, approximately $90,000 to be paid from municipal court correction fund transferred to Fund 38.
Move to approve.
Second.
I have a motion for Mrs. Lessman and a second for Mrs. White. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, may I have the vote, please?
Councilmember Lessman.
Aye.
Councilmember White.
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Bier.
Aye.
Councilmember Goodson.
Aye.
Councilmember McKay.
Aye.
Councilmember Jackson.
Aye.
Thank you. The resolution passes. Thank you, sir. Next, we have Chief Williams with Fire. She has had a busy night. You are hot.
All right, I have resolution number 2026-212-R, authorizing the submission of an application for an Assistance to Firefighters Grant for the replacement of radios in the amount of $546,000, with a required city match of approximately $49,636 to be paid from the FY27 general operating budget if awarded.
Move to approve.
Second.
I have a motion for Mr. Bier and a second for Mr. Jackson. Any comments or questions?
Chief, does this get all of them replaced?
It does not. The way that the AFG grant works with radios is it's based on seating in the trucks, so we qualify for 60 radios out of the 95.
Okay.
Thank you. Any other comments or questions? May I have the vote, please?
Councilmember Bier.
Aye.
Councilmember Jackson.
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Goodson.
Aye.
Councilmember McKay.
Aye.
Councilmember Lessman.
Aye.
Councilmember White.
Aye.
Thank you. The resolution passes. Thank you, Chief. Next, we have IT.
Hello, I have one item for IT tonight. It is proposed ordinance number 2026-217, and this is approving addition of Chapter 15 to the City of Madison Personnel Policies and Procedures to provide computer and AI intelligence, or AI use policies, and this is the first reading.
And you'll be back on June 22nd?
Yes.
Awesome, thank you. We'll see you then. And then we have planning.
The first item is resolution number 2026-202-R, and this is a request to set a public hearing for the zoning of residential property on the north side of Brentwood Drive at 167 Brentwood, and this would be zoning upon annexation. We're asking for the hearing to be set for July 13th.
Move to approve.
Second.
I have a motion for Mr. Bier and a second for Mrs. White. Any comments or questions? May I have the vote, please?
Councilmember Bier.
Aye.
Councilmember White.
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Goodson.
Aye.
Councilmember McKay.
Aye.
Councilmember Lessman.
Aye.
Councilmember Jackson.
Aye.
Thank you. The resolution passes.
Thank you. The next item is proposed ordinance number 2026-204. This is a first reading to agree to the annexation of the same property, and we would have the second reading at the July 13th meeting.
Thank you.
Motion to approve?
It's for sure.
I'm
It's
sorry,
a first reading. It's a first reading. Right. So we'll just hold.
I'll do that next time.
Yeah, absolutely, you can. You can call dibs on it. Absolutely. Sorry.
No,
Segue.
You're good. All right, and the last planning item this evening is resolution number 2026-207-R, and this is to approve an amendment to the development agreement with Tennessee Valley Communities. And we do have a couple of slides that will pop up, or a slide. So the three-park subdivision is the development in question. This project was, development agreement and project was approved in 2019. And the development agreement stipulates that the project would be done in 5 phases. And again, this is consistent with the growth policy to phase in development, so it's not impactful to the school district in one lump sum. The developer has completed the first 3 phases in terms of platting. They're still building out some of those homes. They have phases 4 and 5 remaining, and what they're asking to do is the grading and the infrastructure for phase 4 and 5 at the same time. This saves them money. It's more efficient in terms of having, the equipment mobilized and so forth. And it's also less impactful to the residents by getting all of that grading and infrastructure done at the same time. So while the grading and infrastructure would go in at the same time, we have indicated to them that they would need to phase in the homes consistent with the original development agreement. And so this development agreement stipulates that the home construction itself would still occur in 5 phases.
Motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion from Mr. McKay and a second from Mrs. White. Any comments or questions?
So are they ready to proceed with phase 4 right now?
So-
After the grading and infrastructure?
This item had been on the Planning Commission agenda. The plats had been on the Planning Commission agenda in December of last year. The item has been continued multiple months because they were waiting for an Army Corps delineation for their wetlands. And also, we had told them that the development agreement would need to be amended. That DA could have been amended after PC action, but it is scheduled for Planning Commission action on June 18th for a layout amendment as well as the plat that would allow the grading.
Okay. Thank you.
I know in some of these others, we had the similar concept, I think, in that they also had the tree mitigation survey or plan with that. Does this also have any tree mitigation surveys or plans that need to be approved, and does that impact the grading in any way?
It does not for this property. There were no trees that were going to be affected. There is some wetlands you can see in Phase 5 in that lower right corner. There's kind of a large square or rectangle there. There's existing wetlands there that would remain untouched, and that area is treed.
Okay.
Any other comments or questions? Okay. We had a motion from Mr. McKay and a second from Mrs. White. May I have the vote, please?
Councilmember McKay.
Aye.
Councilmember White.
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Bier.
Aye.
Councilmember Goodson.
Aye.
Councilmember Lessman.
Aye.
Councilmember Jackson.
Aye.
Thank you. The resolution passes. Thank you. And now we have police.
After he promoted them all.
Good evening. I'm here for resolution number 2026-213R, and that's awarding bid number 2026-007 ITB for the purchase of duty pistols for the Madison Police Department to GT Distributors in the amount of $96,135.84, and authorizing the trade-in of our existing pistols for a total trade-in value of $47,910, the rest to be paid for out of our budget.
Move to approve?
Second.
I have a motion from Mrs. White and a second from Mrs. Lessman. Any comments or questions?
Just one real quick. It says, so you're getting trade-in value of $47,000. It says to be paid from police department.
Yeah, we're getting a trade-in value, and what's left over from that, we're paying for out of our budget, which we already have for our
You're
fire.
getting that trade-in, then you're offsetting the balance out of the budget.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Thank you again. I had a motion from Mrs. White and a second from Mrs. Lessman. May I have the vote, please?
Councilmember White.
Aye.
Councilmember Lessman.
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Bier.
Aye.
Councilmember Goodson.
Aye.
Councilmember McKay.
Aye.
Councilmember Jackson.
Aye.
Thank you. The resolution passes. Chief, for this next item, I'm going to respectfully recuse myself and turn it over to President Pro Tem Goodson in the abundance of caution. Thank you.
All right, and this is, I'm actually carrying this through for HR since Ms. Bracci's not available. Resolution number 2026-219R, and that's authorizing a professional services agreement with Wellstone Incorporated for the provision of mental health wellness services for first responders to be paid at a rate of $120 per appointment from the HR department budget.
Move to approve.
Second.
Have a motion from Mr. Bier and a second from Mrs. Lessman. Any comments or discussion? May I have the vote?
Councilmember Bier.
Aye.
Councilmember Lessman.
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski. Councilmember Goodson.
Aye.
Councilmember McKay.
Aye.
Councilmember White.
Aye.
Councilmember Jackson.
Aye.
Thank you.
Motion carries. I made it.
Thank you very much. Recreation.
Good evening. I have two items. My first one is Resolution 2026-214-R, authorizing a professional services agreement with Ashley Bailey for the provision of creating literacy instruction services at no cost to the city.
Move to approve.
Second.
I have a motion from Mrs. White and a second.
You get to pick.
I think was it Mr. Bier?
I said it. Somebody else said it too, though.
I think she was a hair behind you.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Mr. Bier for the second, please.
Councilmember White.
Aye.
Councilmember Bier.
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Goodson.
Aye.
Councilmember McKay.
Aye.
Councilmember Lessman.
Aye.
Councilmember Jackson.
Aye.
Thank you. The resolution passes.
The second item is Resolution 2026-215-R, authorizing a professional services agreement with Michelle Tao for the provision of Mommy and Me fitness instruction services at no cost to the city.
Move to approve.
Second.
I have a motion from Mrs. White and a second from Mr. Goodson. Any comments or questions? May I have the vote, please?
Councilmember White.
Aye.
Councilmember Goodson.
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Bier.
Aye.
Councilmember McKay.
Aye.
Councilmember Lessman.
Aye.
Councilmember Jackson.
Aye.
Thank you. The resolution passes. We do have two announcements for, I think, next Tuesday and Wednesday. We have two upcoming work sessions. On Tuesday, we will be having a joint work session at the School Board Central Office. Public is all welcome. And then on Wednesday, we'll be having a work session here to discuss.
It's going to be a presentation from Parks
and
and Rec and Facilities.
Okay, perfect.
And the focus on the work session with the school board will be our growth policy, our Madison On Track 2045 plan, and just helping the school system and the city plan for growth.
Wonderful. Very good. So mark your calendars for that. Any other announcements?
One quick one. I have a video of Parks and Rec pushing a couch. So if anybody is interested
I
in
think you
seeing
should share that
good
on
fun,
Facebook.
just wait, because it's coming out.
We would love to see it. Thank you.
Motion to adjourn.
We are adjourned. Thank you all.